Hello, everybody, and here's Two Sides podcast. We have the interview with our boxer Otto Wallin. You're gonna have a mega fight soon with Murat in Turkey. We actually really excited about this fight. How's your preparation going for this fight? How do you feel?
It's going well. I've known about the fight now for some time, so I've had good sparring and good training, and everything feels like it's on track. And now it's only like 2 weeks left almost, so it feels good, and I'm really excited to get a big fight like this.
Have you ever boxed in Turkey before? Is fight gonna be in Turkey?
Yeah, I was there one time as an amateur, tried to qualify for the Olympics for the 2012. I didn't make it, but that's the only time I was there for fights. Otherwise, I've been there at least 2 times on vacation.
Yeah, it's pretty nice country, right? To for vacation for sure. How have you got this fight with Muratgassiev? How was this option? How you get that option? Was there any other option for the fight?
Yeah, there was other options, but things have been a little bit complicated. So this fight was presented to me, and it made a lot of sense. Um, so we felt like this was a good option. Take this fight, and I think I think I would be in a great position if I win this fight. I would be a free agent, and also, yeah, just in a good position. And I feel like this is also a WBA Intercontinental fight, so I should get a good ranking with the WBA if I win this fight.
So the Murat coach, like about this Murat coach, like recently get the interview with Russian media, and he said after this fight he has an option for the title fight. And do you have the same option? Like if you win this fight, can you get the title fight after that?
I don't know, actually. That's pretty interesting you say that, but I haven't heard. I don't think that we've been promised anything. But since it is a intercontinental fight, I'm expecting to be ranked at least top three in with the WBA. So that means you're not very far from a title fight.
You said you are free agent right now, so you stopped working with your previous promoter, Salita Promotion. Can you tell us what's happening, or you don't want to talk about it?
No, I mean my contract with them has ended now, so I think that I'm in a good position. There's not. I don't think there's a lot of guys that's that's highly ranked like me. That's all of a sudden a complete free agent. So I think that's really good for me, and I'm excited for what's to come.
I got it. About the fight, what do you think the good like pros and cons of the guys? And what is your way? What do your key to win this fight?
I think that Gassiev, of course, he was a good cruiserweight world champion, so we know he's a good fighter. But I see him as a pretty basic guy, good fundamentals, pretty big puncher. But also, I think that he get hit a lot. He gets hit a lot, and we see. I mean, he hasn't been very active these last years. He fought Usyk in 2018, and since then he moved up to heavyweight, and he's only had 4 fights, and I think 3 of them ended in like one of in the first or second round knockouts for him.
I
And
did
then
you impress? I'm sorry. Did you impress about this fight, or like level of his opposition wasn't so good? That's why he looked so good.
yeah, no. I mean, I'm not very impressed with that. Of course, he got the knockouts, but it was against guys that didn't look like they wanted to fight, and they almost looked beaten beforehand. So that's what I'm saying. That we don't really know how good Gassiev is gonna be at heavyweight. So we know that he was a good cruiserweight. Usyk did a really good job with him, and now we see how he's gonna do at heavyweight.
Probably you saw his fights for sure, like every boxer do before, and like there's interesting things about the Usyk's fight when he fought. His team has said like he had an injury before when he come to the fight. That's why he lost. What do you think about it? And if like in the future they maybe rematch gonna be, doesn't matter on the results and your future fight. So how it's gonna look like? What do you think? It was a trauma, or it's just excuses after the fight?
Yeah, I haven't really heard that. I don't know how much English Gassiev speaks, but I know that Usyk, he did really good. And I just think that Usyk was a really bad style for him. I think that Gassiev, I don't think he's the most comfortable with southpaws. And Usyk, he boxed really well that night and just outboxed him. And I think that Gassiev, he looked beat. I mean, he was trying, but he at the same time, I don't think he really was trying. If you know what I'm saying, he would throw punches and stuff and try to catch Usyk, but I just felt like he would have had to push him more and tried more. And you even heard his trainer in the corner say, "Hey, do you want me to stop it? Like you gotta work. You can't rest now." So I don't know. Maybe he was injured, maybe not. But I have an idea. I think that he's probably pretty injury prone. I think he's had surgery on his shoulder. I think he has hand injuries. So I don't know.
Like with this pro boxing, right? In the fight, you can get the injury enough to say, "Oh, I had the injury, that's why I lost." Like we can say after the fight, wherever, yeah. But you do southpaw too. What do you think? It's your like it's your plus against the Gassiev because he had the problem against the Usyk, right? Do you use any like Usyk tricks? Like uh do you look his fights, the Usyk's fights? Would you like did you like get something from that? What are you gonna use, or you gonna be like separate different strategic? What you
No,
gonna
I mean, I think that me and Usyk, we have some similarities that we're both southpaws and we like to box, but we're still different fighters and different styles. So I mean, I look at Usyk fight, of course, I see what he did. I think that Usyk showed a good way how to beat him, but I don't think it's the only way. And of course, there's some things that I want to do in there. I think there's things that people haven't done to him that I can do. And yeah, Usyk, he did a really good job, but we're still different fighters.
and one more political question about the Gassiev. So Gassiev recently get the Armenian citizenship. So if he will not do that, he will not have the Armenian citizenship and was Russian citizenship, would this fight happen if he would have if he will go in the ring under the Russian flag? Well, it's a political
That's
question. If you don't want, you can do not answer.
yeah, that's a good question. I I don't really know because like the WBA has sanctioned this fight. So that's really what I'm going off. The big sanctioning body has sanctioned the fight. So it's hard for me really to take a stance. Um, but I didn't know that with him that he has got his Armenian citizenship. I thought that he was Armenian. I thought that he was born there and already had the citizenship, but I didn't know that actually.
I got it. Let's talk about the heavyweight. So a lot of things happened before, like in the heavyweight division. Have you seen this fight against Usyk and Dubois? What do you think about this low blow fight? Was it a low blow, or was it fine? And Usyk just like cheat a bit.
I think that I think it was a pretty good fight. I think Dubois did a little bit better than I expected. I think uh, the blow. I don't want to say low blow, but I say the blow. I think that it was on the belt. I think that those shots happens all the time. I think in sparring and fights, And I think that he really hurt Usyk. I don't think it was on the balls. I think, on the belt, which is depending on where the belt is, but it didn't look that low to me. So I didn't really agree with what's going on. And I was very surprised that the referee told Usyk to take more time, even after Usyk said, "Hey, I'm ready to go." And the referee said, "No, no, take more time, just rest." That was very surprised. I feel like Usyk has a tendency of complaining about body shots. I watch him with Gassiev. He's complaining about the same shots, and even if he hits the belt or like the body, he complains to the referee. So I think that Usyk in that fight looked like the same guy that struggled with Chisora a little bit. And I think it's all about styles. And he looked good with
So you
Joshua,
think
but
he didn't look so good? I mean against the Joshua was boxed against him. That's why he looked so good. But when against the guy who just go on him and try to slug, he doesn't look good.
yeah, I think that he didn't look that good. I mean, he looked beatable, put it that way. He got the win, he got the knockout, which is good. But it
So
was kind of expected that he would win that way.
do you think
But I
about
think,
after this fight, Fury gonna fight against him again, and he will be interesting?
well, I think Fury should, because I think that Fury will be a big favorite to win that fight. But nobody knows about Fury. I don't think even Fury knows himself.
And then the other comeback was pretty recently. Anthony Joshua came back after against oh my god, help me, this guy from Finland,
Or Helenius.
Hellenius, yes, Royal Hellenius. So what do you think about this fight? I mean, Hellenius took it in the last minute, but and he's dangerous, and like, yeah, Anthony Joshua like came back, but still a lot of questions.
Yeah, I think that Joshua, he won by knockout, a nice knockout, which was the most important. But I still think that Joshua, he's pretty far away from what he once was. It seems like he's very tentative and not sure about himself, and it seems like he's trying to change his style, which is not working right now for him. But I think I still respect Joshua. He's a good fighter, but he seems to be a bit away from what he once was.
Okay, so and one more thing, the recently gonna pretty soon gonna fight your ex-opponent Tyson Fury against Francis Ngannou. So what do you think about it? Is it like a comparable fight? I mean, is it honest? I mean, what is it? This is more show. We know it's show, but anyway,
Yeah, I
need that.
mean, it's not what we wanted. Of course, we wanted to see Fury and Usyk, and now Fury. His last fight was against Chisora in December, and now he's gonna fight Ngannou in what, October. But Ngannou, he won't have a chance with Fury in boxing. The same if Fury would go to MMA, he wouldn't have a chance either. So I mean, people say Ngannou has a punch his chance. Yeah, maybe, but I mean, it's gonna take something really, really lucky if he would do something, because Fury, he's the best heavyweight. He's the best heavyweight in the world right now, and he's a very good boxer. So he knows how to not get hit by Ngannou. So
Uh,
I understand what he's doing. He's making a ton of money, I think. So that's why he's doing it. But I would like to see him to
Probably
defend his
gonna
belt.
get much more than MMA, any MMA fight, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, Ngannou, he says that he's getting paid so much more here than what he ever did in the UFC. So I mean, that I guess that's good for him and good for Fury in a way, because he's making a lot of money and it's an easy fight. But we want to see him defend his WBC belt against a top contender.
And by the end, there's our subscribers from Telegram had some questions, and the most adequate we're gonna ask you. What do you know Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and what do you think about his fighting skills?
I don't know him personally, but I of course watch him all the time. If anytime I put on YouTube, there's clips on him. So I've been a big fan of his since he came on, and I was like, I don't know, 10, 12 years old maybe. I love him. I think he's a really good, been a really good football player, and he came from nothing. As really, it's a big inspiration.
So do you think he can fight in top MMA or
No,
no? No.
no.
Okay, so next one. Can you like tell us name of top boxers? What do you think about your amateurs fights with Joshua? And was it honest? How the judges count these fights?
Yeah, I lost two decisions against him, one in England and one in Sweden. I think that both fights was very close, and I could have got the win, but he got the wins. I actually think the first fight that we had is on YouTube, so anybody can have a look at that if they want to. But it was so early in our career, so it doesn't mean much. But yeah, I mean, it could have gone either way. I'm not upset that he got the decisions.
Can you tell top boxers who didn't want to fight with you, but you was agree for the fight?
Well, I think that we've been trying to make a lot of fights, but it can be difficult in boxing because I think a lot of fighters have seen me as a high risk, low reward guy, so they probably think that, hey, why should I fight Otto? Like, it doesn't give me anything. And then, if you're not signed to a big promoter that has a good TV deal, we can't offer good fighters to fight on our card, right? So you'll always be dependent on other promoters, which is also a problem. Has been a problem, but uh, I've been ready to fight. I haven't had a big fight in over 2 years now, so I've been ready to fight and try to make fights, but it hasn't been possible. But I think things are gonna get better now.
Do you think that fight with Tyson Fury, your fight with Tyson Fury, have to be stopped because Tyson Fury cut, pretty deep cut? Do you think it have to be stopped?
Yeah, I think it should have been stopped. It was so big. It was actually two cuts, one above the eye and one on the eyelid. And he went to the hospital after, got 47 stitches, I think. So, I mean, it was pretty big. Anybody can Google it and they see. And of course, if I had that cut, the fight would have easily been stopped.
And the last one, what are the like chances for you and Gassiev to win future fight? It's a question from our subscribers. So what are your chances at 50-50, or are you the favorite, or he's the favorite? What do you think?
Well, if you look at my Instagram, everybody says that I'm gonna win. I'm sure if you look at his, everybody says that he's gonna win. But I think that I see myself as the favorite. I think maybe in the public eye, they probably think it's 50-50. But I think I'm the favorite, and I think I should be the favorite also.
It's from me. Do you think like you like natural heavyweight? Do you think it's a plus, right? Like against the natural cruiserweight?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Anytime you move up in weight, you never know what's gonna happen. I know he's put on a lot of weight, and that might be a good thing, but also might not be a good thing. So you never know. But I mean, I've been fighting at heavyweight almost my whole life, so it's natural to me.
All right, thank you so much. Our team, my colleague didn't join us today, but we wish you good luck. Hopefully, we will gonna win this fight, and we're gonna talk to you with you after
Yeah,
after that.
sounds good.
All right,
Thank you very
thank you
much.
so much.
Okay,
Good luck. Have a good one. Bye
thank
bye.
you. Bye.